This is a nice little colt. You can see her full sister on mules we've sold. Her name was Sweet Pea. And we may have to name this one the same thing because she's so much like her sister. You know, there's a lot more to raising colts than just having a baby and taking them out and turning them out in the pasture and getting them up and weaning them and separating the mom and the baby. A lot more to it than that. Here at Missouri Mule Company, when a baby's born, instead of imprinting and putting them out to pasture, instead of that, we keep them up in a stall for a month, and in some occasions 2 months. And there we get them out, we tie them out with their mamas, we teach them to lead, we teach them to be humanized. I tell you, there's nothing worse for you to become involved with than a field mule. And what I call a field mule is a mule that has just run wild its whole life. It's never been handled. It's had to learn to survive within a group, within a herd, and those things that they learn to survive with go contrary to being domesticated. And after all, what we're doing is domesticating these little fellows. So what you get from a Missouri Mule colt is months and months of hands-on training when they're babies. And then they develop into mules like this and other kinds as well. But the point is that they are very humanized. They never convert back to a field mule. So after 1 or 2 months, the colts and mares are turned out, and they're left out in the big pastures, never touched again until they reach weanling age. Then the mare and the baby are brought back in here and settled, and then the mama's taken away, and the colt's kept up at least another month and handled after it's weaned. So it knows that it's dependent on human. It's used to human touch. It doesn't lynch and run away whenever you get over there to start handling it. So I know that these colts will far outperform any other colts you can pick up out there on the internet, Craigslist or whatever, and worth a lot more than whatever you pay over $100 mule colt on the internet, and worth a lot more at the start and tremendous amount more as you finish them out than a colt you just pick up and you know nothing about. So anyway, give us a call. We'll see if we can match you up with one of these great colts. And so here's Sweet Pea and Sweet Pea 2. These are full sisters. So when you buy a colt from us, odds are we know what the earlier colts are like. And you can actually see the sisters and brothers of the colts you're looking at on the internet being gated and trained and worked with. Full sisters. Old colt, and one of the crowning glories of this mule is its ear. Look at the ear on this mule.
Stop.
This mule has got the best ear
She's
that you could ever hope to get on a mule. And for a 2-month-old mule, this is one stately little critter. Let's take her down here and compare her to this other colt.
It's right here with us.
Where is she? What are you doing here, Marty? Here, ladies. Here, ladies. This colt is 2 months old. This one's a month old. And by measuring the legs, we can tell how big they're going to get. This little mule's probably going to be about 15 hands, and this mule's going to be about 16. Boy, this is a good-looking colt, and it shows a lot of interest in humans. Started out pretty rapid, but as soon as you lay a hand, it's got a lot of energy in this mule, and it's not flight, it's just energy. And this mule will give you wait till the mare quits pissing. But anyway, this mule has a tremendous amount of energy, and we look for that in a mule, a gaited mule, because it takes energy to produce those fast gaits that we want. And then and then it takes the other end of it, which is this calmness that she gets when you put your hands on her, that develop those slow gaits and those dog walks and handles nicely at the rail and that sort of thing. So this is a pretty good selection too.